Hello, and welcome back to Sharing a Chapter a Day. This is Me, and today I will be reading Chapter 28 of Engagement in Peril by Dara, Odoe. Chapter 28 is titled Details Given to Girlfriends. Back at school, I think that Suzanne might have gossiped to her girlfriends that she and I really went far in our relationship as boyfriend and girlfriends. I'm sure she had confided to her girlfriends about our sexual intimacy because I would notice that her girlfriends would look at me in a new light. They seemed to be more attentive to my movements and my demeanor on campus, in class, and during recess. They were always asking how we kissed and what we did during our makeout session. They seemed to be much interested in me now since Suzanne had mentioned to them that she and I had passed third base and such in the touching and groping of each other. Now, for my part, I prevented myself from telling anyone about what we were doing. Although I wanted to impress my fellow nerd herd, I had to hold my tongue and smile my joy and excitement to myself. And because I didn't want anyone to think that my beloved Suzanne was a hoe of some sort, I kept my mouth shut about our sexual fiasco and be on my way. Good judgment then, Dara, about not telling the world that you two were fucking around like dogs, praising my once younger self of his secret and security for the well-being of the girl he once adored and loved. I remember a time during the 8th grade school year, one time, almost every day, Suzanne and I were making out and having heavy petting session on campus during recess, usually by the girls' locker room on the steps. A teacher pulled both of us aside, away from the rest of our peers and friends, and instructed us both to stop doing what we were doing and accused us of breaking school rules and codes and regulation, and that we were too young to do such provocative things and to be careful, and that we were setting a bad example for the other students because we were both the best students in the entire school then. She was worried for our safety and good name then. That's what she had told us. Now, the teacher who caught us making out was Miss Gozan. She was our 8th grade accelerated English teacher. She now teaches at Milliken High School. I'm sure she still teaches English. She advised us to set good example to the other student who looked up to us. Since Suzanne was the middle school's president and I was the straight A student that everyone had admired, she was right about setting good example for our peer. But we were so lustful for each other then. We couldn't keep our hands out of each other. So we both agreed to her request and demand and promised not to make out at school anymore. What we said. Now, the entire school knew we were a couple then. We seemed to be doing everything together at school, and no matter what, we were really tight. Now, Suzanne, Kelly, and her friends, my friends, and I were all in the yearbook club together. We all worked on putting the school yearbook together. Each of us had a specific task, and we all worked harmoniously and with good attitude. I was voted best smile, and Suzanne was voted smartest student. Our pictures were taken and put in several sections throughout the yearbook. Now, not to brag, although in honesty I was the smartest student then, but our instructor didn't want too much of my pictures in the school yearbook. So everyone in the yearbook club had their picture in the yearbook for best of something. But then again, I was actually the smartest student then. I was the only student that year to get all A's all semester. And I was never absent that entire year. I was also chosen to be Student of the Month 4 times. Suzanne was our 8th grade class president. I won the blue ribbon for my science project, where I built a weather barometer. Relax, Dara. with your ego trip there. I know you're quite the smart ass then. I admire you for that. And for that I can realize that being smart didn't really get you far. People who realized that and saw you as smart, they seem to be taking advantage of you and the situation and used for what they gained. Remember all that college homework and term paper you did for that pretty face? Where did all that devoted time and headache get you? Nowhere. Remember Delilah and how she used you, your beloved buddy Shin Shin, for his intellect? She had him do all her term paper and she cheated on her final? She cheated her way through her college education and she cheated him out of his once vital and youthful life. And she's still cheating her way now. Think hard and try to change, bud. Be careful the next time you help people with their schoolwork and lifestyle. I realize my own faults now and then. This I have to change. Thank you for listening. This is the end of chapter 28. Be on the lookout for chapter 29, titled Rocky Times. This is Do, Ra, Mi, and I'll see you later. Thank you.